Morning, happy Friday, the weekend is in sight, yay, hope you've got some great things planned. Why does the British digital media have to give with one hand and take away with the other? I absolutely love this image of Harry with his lifelong friend on your left-hand side, where his friend's in the burgundy V-neck jumper. But they have to pull something away by suggesting that Harry is only back and showing his best side because Meghan is not there. I mean, this is trolling of the cheapest shot level. Clearly, Harry is a 40-year-old male who happens to be married, but he's fully capable of travelling the world on his own. He did 3 tours of duty in the British Army. He's used to travelling, he's used to conversing, he's used to using his massive media power to shine a light on all the things that we should be talking about as adults, in 2024. The correct headline to anyone from the Daily Mail that's watching is how Prince Harry is back and showing his best side. Full stop. Forget the rest. Don't bring Meghan into it. We don't need to troll her. Have a brilliant day, guys. Comments are open. Would love your opinion.
Around a bonfire in South Africa on his solo trip without his wife. The Duke of Sussex kicked off his visit to South Africa yesterday for his charity Sentebale, I think, just hours after leaving Britain, where he'd also come without his wife. Let's cut to the top. What does he mean, people at the top? Do you mean his dad, do you think, by that comment?
Well, he was talking about his HIV charity, Sentebale. He said, we're hitting the targets, just, not just Sentebale, but all of the departments are. It's making a massive difference, and it is the surge of energy and optimism in the voice of young people. So he's really saying that young people are keen, they're in the know, they're engaged, and that it's really the people at the top that need to start listening. But I do agree with you that this is hilarious commentary coming from a man that clearly has issues with authority. You couldn't even follow the protocol of the British royal family, but you're going to preach to the people at the top.
Great word, preach. Great word. He preaches all the bleeding time. That's the problem, Kins. That's what people believe, that it's always preaching. You and I have always been honest with each other. Let's cut to the chase. I said something 5 years ago and got slaughtered. I'm going to repeat it on a Wednesday evening at 19 minutes to 7. I believe their marriage is not over yet, but it will be very soon. I believe he'll be back in England with his ginger tail between his legs. She will lord it up in California with her 2 children who have royal lineage, for want of a better phrase, and I think she'll make his life a misery. I believe that, listen, we've all made mistakes in our lives, but to me it becomes more and more obvious on a daily basis. You?
Look, I do think that Meghan Markle has gotten everything out of Prince Harry that she ever wanted. She is more relevant today than she could have ever become by herself.
Is she, though, mate? Is she? Honestly?
She is.
Relevant or notorious? No, what's the word?
Whether loved or loathed, I mean, I'm saying in the same capacity as Sarah Palin, whether loved or loathed, she's become a household name. And what Prince Harry has done for her is more than Trevor Ingleson, her ex-husband, ever could, which is why he received the FedEx box with the rings in it, and she ghosted him. But when it comes to us seeing Prince Harry more without Meghan, there are 2 theories going on in the PR world. One is that people sincerely have that soft spot for Prince Harry. So hopefully seeing him without Meghan, people will fall more in love with him, forgive him for the last 4 or 5 years of terrorizing the royal family. And inevitably that love will bleed on to Meghan Markle. But the other optics, or the other theory, is that perhaps they're trying to show us that Prince Harry is not led by the leash of Meghan Markle, and that
that's a nice way of being called blank whipped, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's 2 different theories going on as to why we're seeing more of him, less of her. We're calling this the professional divorce. Also, this might just be a terrifying countdown, JK, of Meghan Markle exposure in our face after Polo. You know what's next? Meghan's cooking show, Meghan's launch of American Riviera Orchard. Maybe they're just giving us a break because we are about to have so much Meghan Markle in our face. Maybe we should just sit down, relax, appreciate,
meditate. I tell you what I think. I don't believe that. I believe that a couple of things that you said there are so important. the relevance that he's given her, although notoriety would be my opinion, I don't think the British people will ever be interested in Meghan Markle. Can they be re-interested in him if he comes back? I'll stick my neck on the line. I don't think they'll ever forgive him unless he's away from her, at which point they might. Now, obviously, he might well be in love and this might be a PR thing, but to me, I always felt like he was being used and was being led by not his brain. Don't worry, Ryan. Ryan sits up like terrified. I'm going to have to push the dump button because he's going to say Winky or something. I'm not. I'm just being straight with Kinsey. And I feel like...
I think that words will just say Ryan.
What? For Winky? Brilliant. Okay, so he's led by his Ryan. Brilliant. Okay. He's led by his Ryan. That's the new name. Ryan's the word. No, I think the boy... I've always thought the boy had issues. And I don't think anybody should be horrible about that. I think losing your mother at such a young age in the glare of publicity, I think he was, I don't like the word vulnerable really tossed out too often, but I think he was floating around. I think William was sorted. That is never difficult to get all that. I think she's a player. I think that she has not used him, but I think she's taken advantage of a situation, an emotional situation. I long for the fact that he wakes up one morning in Montecito and goes, do you know what? I'm worth more than this. My family, my country, my duty is more important. I love my kids, but you know what, love? I'm done. I think people would respect that. I hope he doesn't end up living there, unhappy, bored and sad and towing the line. But maybe these trips, these solo trips, at the beginning, as you quite rightly say, of not actually a strategy, but him thinking, I can do this, and my response, the response I'm getting is more positive and better, and that makes me feel better as an individual.
Absolutely. When he's in New York shaking hands with the Clintons and audit in this room full of, successful people.
Oh.
And Meghan is on the cover of Us Weekly magazine fighting for her reputation. I think that says a lot, and I'm sure he's sitting back thinking that they're living in two different places right now when it comes to professional reputation.
Really interesting. Very quickly, Simon Case, who's been the Cabinet Secretary in the United...
Hello, my people. Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome, and my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. How y'all guys doing? Yes, guys, you watched the Ministry of Hacks. Yeah, these people, I don't even know what to say. What is it about these people? Remember, Prince Harry is a 40-year-old man, okay? He's not a baby anymore. He can travel. Prince Harry used to travel when he was 20 years old. He traveled, went to Lesotho. This same place where he is right now, he went to Africa by himself. That guy went to Afghanistan. Okay? He was on camera. Remember that interview when he was in army? Where a journalist was... Wait a second, someone is calling me. Let me respond to this call. I'll be right back here. So I was reading online. Prince Harry opened this charity, this HIV charity, when he was 20 years old. And now he's twice that age. You telling me he is incapable of traveling by himself? All the times they have to travel together with Meghan and leave their children. That's what these people want to happen. Why don't you guys tell William to travel with his wife? You saw him traveling to Germany a few minutes ago. He went there to watch football. Nothing important. With your money, you're paying him, accommodating his luxury life, paying him all the billions and giving them all raise. But you're not too worried about what William is doing. Here you are worried about what Meghan and Harry are doing. Leave these people alone, for God's sake. Leave them alone. Mind your own goddamn businesses. Sometime back there, I saw William in Israel hitting his head against that rock there. I did not see Kate nowhere. But all what bothers you, it's Meghan. It's not someone with Harry. Therefore, they're divorced. All of you. You are mother. You are auntie. You are next door racist neighbor. All of them people gonna get divorced before Harry and Meghan. Keep waiting. What you wishing for others is gonna come right to bite you ugly souls. I can't believe what's wrong with these people. I've seen William in lots of places by himself. And I saw these same people. They shipped these mambos few minutes ago to Copenhagen, to Denmark. She was there alone. These people go to places separately most of the times. But what is bothering them is Prince Harry is doing more job than this king to be lazy ass little boy. Immature, leaky. He leaks everywhere. These people. And this guy here, his name is Paul something. That dude used to be man a few minutes ago, but right now he turned to something else. Something wrong with him. You know, men's behavior, those men's behavior, I'm talking about those people born in 60s. Those people gave birth to me. Those people behaved differently. But this Paul guy here, I don't know, something wrong with him. This guy can't leave Princess Diana alone. He's looking for his fame every single where. Let this woman rest in peace. You all messed up with her life when she was still alive. You ruined her life to her grave. And right now y'all can't leave her alone. And that Buckingham Palace can't leave this woman to leave alone, for God's sake. Let Princess Diana rest in peace. Rest in peace, princess. So right now these people went and resuscitated this guy, Dodi Al Fayed's father, Mohammed Al Fayed. They got him everywhere on these nonsense papers. Y'all saw the Minister of Hacks talking about it. What is it that Buckingham Palace is looking for? Y'all want to hide your mess? We ain't no dumb. We were teenagers when this thing happened. Even though we were relatively very young, there are papers. There are rumors. We know what y'all guys did to that lady. There are rumors around. Allegedly. Stop covering your mess with somebody's name. That Mohammed Al Fayed is an Arab man. That guy apparently died last year. Let him rest in peace. Let the guy rest in peace. He said what he said. That guy was a filthy rich man. He knows stuff. He hanged around your CIA, your FBI, what do you call him? MI6? MI16? What do you call him? One or the other, I don't care. It's MI something. He got news about what y'all did to Prince Harry's mother. Let that guy be. Let him rest in peace. You succeeded, didn't you? Nonsense people. Everything is gonna be paid down here. Guess what? Did you all guys see the other thing that the Minister of Hacks was talking about? Charles last day is being planned by his own son, who really is craving power. Is he wanting to analyze allegedly something's being planned behind the closed door? Did y'all guys see the article here? It ain't coming out of my mouth. It ain't coming out of this black lady's mouth. It's coming from them tabloids' mouth. You saw it right there. So, bully boy got something. And guess what? I don't care. Either way, all of them ain't gonna live there forever. Abolish the monarchy before it's too late. I am anti-monarchist. What y'all did to Meghan Markle? I used to like these people before. I used to like to read your history and stuff. But brother, y'all ruined it. Y'all ruined it with the treatment of my sister. That treatment of Meghan Markle just made me see through y'all guys. Everything that y'all guys did to Harry's mother, I did not really take time to think deep through that until I saw what you did to Meghan Markle. It resuscitated everything that I thought about y'all guys. And here I am. Here I am. All right, my people. I love y'all guys so much. I'm going to talk to y'all guys again soon. You know, just bear with me. I'm very busy these days, but I'm going to show up. Your girl's going to show up with some more juice in a few more days. Please, guys, let's subscribe to Isabella Banks' channel. Hi, my sister Isabella Banks. I haven't been around for so long. I miss you. And I miss y'all, the squatties. Baron, I miss y'all, guys. I love y'all, guys. Please subscribe to my brother Baron's channel as well. Church Nelly, I hope you're doing good, my queen. I haven't heard from you and I haven't seen you either, but I'm keeping you in my prayers. I hope everything is well. My queen, Lydia Washington, God bless you. I appreciate you and thanks for everything you do to support the sex-friendly channels. We love you. And Connie Balmer, I love you. Novi D, La Kiva, my queen, how you doing? I love you, sis. I love y'all. I love y'all. I talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
That says a lot, and I'm sure he's sitting back thinking that they're living in two different places right now when it comes to professional reputation.
Really interesting. Very quickly, Simon Case, who's been the Cabinet Secretary in the United Kingdom for years, has resigned, ill health. He was, of course, worked for Harry and Meghan. Do we believe he might write a book about their relationship? Casey would be trying to make a few quid. I'd like to read that book, wouldn't you?
He would make more money than God if he did that. I would say go for it. Go in, Simon Case. I will be your publicist and I will defend you.
Did you get that little American twang? I'll be your publicist, boy, and I'll defend you. Also, can we just talk? I want to talk about our favourite person, the Princess of Wales, Iron Kate. She and her husband, William, have met with a teenage photographer with a rare and aggressive form of cancer after inviting her to take pictures at Windsor Castle. I cannot overstress how this woman and her hopeful, slow and correct return to public life will mean to the people of this country. I think every day that goes past, I think she's held in greater esteem every day, mate. I really do.
Yeah, 16-year-old Liz Hayton, she wrote on her own Instagram, such lovely, genuine and kind people. I'm over the moon that my family and I had this experience. You know, this will shut down some of those ugly critics that were so nasty about that beautiful video that was produced of the Princess of Wales. Some of them came out saying, you know, she really needs to engage more with cancer patients.
Oh, shut up. Honestly.
I know.
What is she supposed to do? They didn't believe she had cancer. They didn't like it when she didn't show her face. When they did, she said she shouldn't have done it. These people, there's always something. I'll tell you what shone through in that video, that actually he and her loved the bones of each other and they were looking after their kids.
Yes, absolutely. So I think we're going to see a lot more moments like this. This has obviously incredibly affected the entire direction of their lives. And we're going to see a lot of empathy and compassion from the pair. And I do think we will see them engage with more cancer patients. And that's going to continue to touch us immensely.
Very quickly before you go, US election 5 weeks out. We've got Kamala, we've got Donald Trump. Last night we had the VP debate. Tim Walz described himself as a bit of a knucklehead. He gets things wrong. J.D. Vance, what's the feeling on the ground? Is it a toss-up between a woman who's a liar and a man who's a psychopath? What are people in America saying?
Well, when it comes to last night's debate, I think that the clear winner was J.D. Vance. I think people were bored by that debate, but he had much more confidence, and he was much more on message than Tim was. And so I do think that he was the dominant winner in this scenario. Some compared Tim to Biden, and you don't want another Biden-Harris. And so I do think that it has the Democrats pretty, shaking in their boots when it comes to the reaction to last night's debate.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but can Donald Trump still win?
I think anything is possible at this point. And scary things continue to happen in our country. And Kamala is currently one of the leaders of our country. So she is responsible for some of the terrible things that have happened over the last few months.
Be interesting to see if he now, read a really interesting article earlier that said he never likes to be not the number one in the spotlight, because J.D. Vance did well in that debate and naturally won it. They wonder whether Trump will do another debate now with Kamala so he can get a victory as well. Be very interesting. Kins, by the way, can I give a big up to this lady, Kinsey Schofield, Unfiltered, on the Talk YouTube channel. Kins, I'll do that interview about the old man. He's been dead 2 years. Nobody can get that, but that's absolutely... Well, he has. He died 2 years ago. I can tell you everything. I can tell you about the time the Queen Mother, right, was sat with Ruth Lady Fermoy, her lady-in-waiting, in dressing gown and curlers, watching Dallas when Stephen came out as gay. I can tell you everything.
God, you have to come. We have to do this so soon.
I can tell you that I watched the coronation from Clarence House Garden.
Well, the Daily Mail have successfully put Mohammed Al Fayed one step closer to Buckingham Palace. I wonder why they've done that. What other news is about to break? Who knows? But before we jump into this, you know the score. Comments are open. Would love your opinion. Paul Burrell, Princess Diana's ex-butler, is back in the news. Is this guy ever going to go away? Who knows? An unrecorded conversation at the time, allegedly, between Paul Burrell and Princess Diana refers to Mohammed Al Fayed making some properly indecent proposals to her and being a general sleazebag. Couple of problems I have with this one. Loads of circumstances and scenarios where the only living witness is Paul Burrell. And yes, he could absolutely 100% be telling the truth. But if this conversation occurred at that time, why did they not take that conversation further? There's been other things that he said happened, didn't happen, was discussed, it was a plan. No one is around now to validate that. Princess Diana, rest in peace. The world is a darker place without you in it, for sure. Let's see where this story goes. Let me know what you think in the comments. William is literally the boy who cannot wait to be king. Wasn't there a song about that in The Lion King? How did that work out for him? Before we jump into this one, you know the score. Comments are open. Would love your opinion. Please excuse the state of me. It's Saturday morning. Happy weekend. I'm off to yoga shortly. A myriad of articles like this on various digital media platforms about how William, even though his father's still alive, is virtually and physically pushing him out of William's life, pushing him out of his own life, because he wants to dominate the planning now for when Charles is no longer here and he is king. Now, this seems really odd to me because even in this crazy corner of TikTok, we know that William hasn't done much with his life, and his current obsession, I say current, it has been for about 4.5 years, is Meghan and Harry. Why does he want to be king? What is he going to do with himself? What will his life's vocation be? Or is it simply about the power, the money, and the resources? What will happen with Camilla if Camilla's still around? What will happen with Camilla's children? It is literally a modern version of Game of Thrones without the dragons and without the Comments are open. Have a brilliant weekend. Let me know what you think. The digital media age has really changed how the British taxpaying public give feedback to the British working taxpayer-funded royal family. And this is a great example of some of this feedback. Before we jump into this, you know the score. Comments are open. Would love your opinion. So Kensington Palace has always had a very, very weak PR structure. And this is an example where William's briefing, the briefing to William about what messages he should use and shouldn't use about any particular scenario, has completely backfired. This, of course, refers to his statement that he didn't go to the Paris Olympics because he didn't want to risk being a carrier of COVID and bringing it back to Kate. But someone has put together a timeline of other appointments where he's been in the presence of many, 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 many people, concerts, football matches, where the same principle doesn't apply. And anyone in PR knows, if your story has any hint of interference or untruth to it, your story falls apart. He's been called out on no Paris, willing to risk getting COVID on other occasions at other sporting events. It just makes him look weak. It makes it look as though he's unable and unwilling to tell the truth. Anyway, it's Saturday. Let's be positive. It's weekend. Have a great one. Tell me what you think in the comments.